All right, guys, here's a little video on measuring using a protractor, and we're going to be measuring the angles of this quadrilateral or quadrangle, okay? And if you remember from today when we did it, make sure, this is a simple thing that some people do wrong, is they hold it this way. And if you look at this, you've got your numbers are all backwards. If you can't read the words or their numbers and they're backwards, make sure that it's the right way. So here we have the right way, okay, and we're going to start with this first angle right here. And remember, see these the little cross right here, and sometimes I even just put a little dot right there so that it's easier for me to line up. And I'm going to put that right here. And then remember, you want to make it so that it's on the zero as well. If you have it like this, it's just floating around. You have it at the vertex, but you're not lined up on the zero. So I'm going to line right up like that. I'm going to line this one right here, just like that. And then I'm going to look at my angle, and I'm going to ask myself, what kind of angle is this? And this is a really important step, because that people often forget, but if you don't do this, you often label your number with the wrong number, label your angle with the wrong number. Because as you see, every single reading has a small number and a big number. And that is because when you go up, you want to be thinking, is this number bigger or smaller than 90 degrees? That's kind of your magic number, okay? If it is bigger than 90 degrees, you're going to want to use the top numbers, or not the top numbers, the bigger numbers. And if it is smaller than 90 degrees, you're going to want to use the smaller numbers. Okay, that makes sense, but we often forget to do that. So if you look here, my angle is an obtuse angle. It is bigger than 90 degrees, so I'm going to use the numbers here that you see, that it is between 110 and 100. This is another mistake some people see. They see that 110 and they say, oh, it's about 4 more than that, so it must be 114. That would actually be if it was between 110 and 120, but this is between 110 and 100. So we're right here, and we're going to say that that is either 105 or 106, depending on making sure that we're really, really lined up to make sure it is perfect, because we want to be as accurate as we can be, and it's hard for me to be accurate with one hand holding a marker. But now, actually, that I've lined it up perfectly, look at that. It did change how accurate I am, and I'm not between 100 and 110 anymore. I'm actually right on 110. So this angle right down here is 110 degrees, okay? Now I'm going to do another one of these. And what I sometimes do, sometimes I saw people today just come right up here. Oh, these two lines are connected here. This must be right. And then they start measuring here. This is the outside angle. This is nothing that you need to be measuring. You want to be measuring the interior angle. So what I actually often do is I move my paper around, so that, because I do like it being on the bottom like this. You can, you don't have to, but now if I do this, I can put my point right where they connect. And remember, I want to make sure it's right on the zero. I did see some people today trying to do it more like this on the edge. That's not right. That's just not going to give you an accurate reading. So I'm going to go like this. And once I do that, I can look, and before I do anything, I'm going to say, is this angle bigger or smaller than 90? And lo and behold, look what it is. It's actually a special kind of an angle. It's a right angle, and it's exactly 90 degrees. And I did that on purpose so that I could show you that it's zeroed out right here. My line goes right up, and it's right on 90. So I'm going to move this out of the way so I can write, and I'm going to write 90 degrees right there. Okay, and let's do one more for you. I'm going to do this angle here, and before I even look at it, I'm going to say, if I had an imaginary line going up like this, that would be the 90-degree line. So this has to be an acute angle. Remember, an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. So I'm going to use the smaller numbers, okay? I'm going to put my point right there where those two lines come together, right at that vertex. And I'm going to make sure over here that my line is lined right up and zeroed out. And I'm going to look and I'm going to say, oh, look, it's right there between 60 and 70. So don't be confused and write like 54 or something. It's not. It's between 60 and 70. It's almost at that 5 mark. It's right below that. So I'm going to call that 64, okay? On its way up to 70. 64 degrees right there. And then let's do the last one. And I'm actually going to turn my paper back this way and flip it over so it's easy for me to do. I can do it this way or this way, and I think I'll go, right like this, and I'm going to line my dot right up. I'm going to make it right on that 0 line, just like that. See how I do that? And I'm lined up, and I'm looking at this angle, and I'm thinking, what kind of angle is that? What do you think? If you thought that was an obtuse angle, that it's greater than 90, you're right, because you can see right here, there's 90. So it's a little smaller than 90, so a little bigger than 90, excuse me. So when I go up here, I'm going to use the larger numbers, and it looks to me like it's between 90 and 100. I'm going to call that 99 because it's right below 100, so there's 99 degrees. Now, when I add these numbers up, I should get something very close to what number? Oh, who can remember what number I'm going to be close to? And I'm hoping that I'm right. Let's add these up. And I'm going to say 9 and 4 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 and 9 is 10. 11. 11 plus 6 is 17. And 9 more. Think to yourself. 17, 26, and I'm going to carry the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, and look at that. If you had said I needed to be close to 360, you were right, and I'm at 361, and I probably on a couple just went up just a little bit in being accurate, because these interior angles of any 4-sided polygon called a quadrilateral, when I add those up, my magic number is going to be 360 degrees, okay? So there you go. I hope this helps today when you're doing your homework. Good luck.